So I jumped on a train from the main station in Munich, and I am now at Dachau concentration camp in Dachau. So it's going to be an interesting visit. I've been to Auschwitz before, but we'll see how Dachau is. Here's one of the SS buildings there. So SS soldiers their main task was to murder and torture people in this camp. Inside the main entrance. Just inside the main square Dachau concentration camp. The maintenance building. There was words written on the top of these roofs, but they're gone now because they're just total propaganda, like obedience, hard work, stuff like that. Just a plaque here that says, "Made the example of those who were exterminated here between 1933 and 1945 because they registered Nazis and helped to unite the living through the defense of peace and freedom and a respect for their fellow men." Lots of information here about the horrific things that went on in this camp. It's too much to film, but just know there was a lot of terrible things that happened here. So I'm just going to be heading into the barracks now at Dachau.
With all the necessary consequences, all kinds of diseases, simply suffocation is the respect of
And a very nice bed.
oxygen, and then
So these are some of the beds they slept on. Overcrowded, and lots of disease in here. And as you can see, it's not comfortable. That is awful. The wood though smells very strong in here. It's a very strong scent. Feels like smells like it was just cut almost. So it's kind of interesting. Here's one of the common rooms. Very interesting looking. Very old wood. This is where the common room was. On the sign here it says that if you got an hour of pole hanging if even a single drop of coffee was seen on the floor here. Brutal. This is the washroom where they'd wash their hands. 700 people in the morning to wash in one little area. This is the infirmary. This huge thing here. Well, on the other side over there. Many people were experimented on here with malaria, altitude, many other things. A lot of experiments went on here. Horrific. Memorial. This is one of the watchtowers. interesting. Inside the church at the very end. This interesting building here is the Protestant Church of Reconciliation. So this actually is open for worship on Sundays at 11 a.m. and Fridays at 12:30 p.m. Go over the bridge to the crematorium. There's tons of coins in there. Inside the gas chamber. Sky is a big shout. Really well sealed. And this is the room where they were told to take off their clothes before they got into the shower. Shower. It was not a shower. It was loud. You can see the remains of the old wall here, all across the whole camp. It's all original barbed wire fence from back then. Prisoners could never escape this place, which is very difficult. But I read that sometimes they would just try to escape just so they'd be shot, so they wouldn't have to deal with the living here anymore, because they'd be shot right away if they tried to escape. It's really hard to explain, but when you walk around a place like this, you just feel this darkness in the area, and you feel very sad here. It's a weird feeling, but I had the same feeling at Auschwitz. Just dark and sad. It's a very dark place. There's 7 watchtowers here, and this is one of them. It's all original. But look at that door. Guards would shoot prisoners from up there if they entered the forbidden zone. This is the maintenance building, which is now shows all those information plaques in there that I showed earlier. Inside the bunker right now. This part looks abandoned. Look at that. It's abandoned. In the camp, in the penal camp. It's freezing in here too. Like, it's quite chilly in here. As you can see, there was tons of cells in there in the bunker. There's lots. I showed you them all. This is where people would go for their sentences and stay in those tiny cold rooms. It was cold in there. It's really hot outside, but in there it's freezing cold. And part of the bunker you can't go into because it hasn't been restored. So and that was Dachau concentration camp, really close to Munich. This town is called Dachau. This is the second concentration camp I've been to. I've been to Auschwitz before, and this camp was very interesting to see. A lot of original stuff here, but a lot of dark and sad thoughts going through me while I walked on this premises, especially in the gas chambers, the barracks, and the bunker.